Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100. Welcome to episode 530. We are making our way slowly but surely all the way to 100 stars of difficulty. So I thank each and every one of you for joining me on the road, and let's get into it for today. So today we got Volley for the power sword that we're going to be running, or the power build that we're going to be running. Because of the Ridge of Frozen Souls, everything's frozen, so we're going to heat it up here with as much fire as we can not really get our hands on, but quite a bit of fire that we can possibly get our hands on. So the cool thing is here that the fire version, because it has the 20% and then the 40% from flame weapon, these two, when they add together, give you a 40% increase in your damage, and in the end the 1974 times 1.4 here comes out higher than the 2283 times 1.2 here. So it's much better to go for, well, not much better, it's like 40 damage more, but damage is damage, and that is what I'm going for. Since we're doing crush damage here, we are going to have a very good time with all the enemies through here, especially with Nicola, because Nicola is very strong to slash and he's moderately resistant to crush. And so since most of the two-handed swords, great swords here, are all slash, with a few exceptions, slash on the Zwei, bad, slash on the Nagamukuro, bad, slash on the Onibane, bad, slash here, can happen with the regular attacks, slash here is bad, slash here is bad, slash here is bad, crush is good, and then slash on this guy bad, slash on this guy bad, slash on this guy bad, and crush on this guy okay. So it's very good for us that we do have a crush two-handed sword, and or great sword, whatever, and the fact that we can amp it up here to 11 to make it even that much better, it's really cool. And we get the 5% increase to our damage from fire on our charge attacks. Now the cool thing is here that because we have charge attacks for getting the increase to our weapon damage, we can also use our charge boosters and everything here to get drain attacks as well. So we have Pierce and Crush Fire, which is absolutely phenomenal for Nicola. And because our Pierce attacks here get us Ichor along the way, albeit not very much, but we still have access to it. So you don't want to really be doing slash here in the Ridge of Frozen Souls. It is not the ideal weapon choice, so going for Crush and Pierce are what we want to do. So we have all of that in spades here, and if we get to a point where we need to have quick mobility, we can toss on Hasten for a little bit of alleviated benefit to ourselves to get that sweet dodge iframes. So we'll see about getting all these things together. Now we're bringing Eva because she has Sanguine Roar, which is Blood Crush, and that does just as fine along the way here. Now we do have Fire Buff active in our passive slot, so we are able to get an extra 10% every time we get focused, and so we get about, or we get 20 seconds of increased defenses, or not increased defenses, increased damage, and so that works out really well. So you can see there that we have crazy damage on a backstab just because of Fire Pierce, and then we have pretty good damage overall otherwise, which is really great. Okay, and you can see there that we absolutely can just demolish these fellas as we go along. So we'll just keep the flames going here as we go along. Now that does give it to Eva as well, so it's very good that she gets you know, all that extra flame damage overall. Okay, let's get rid of this fella. Okay, good job, Eva. And that is where she comes in super handy, is the fact that she can absolutely dominate. Oh, whoops. Okay, good job, Eva. Let's get some backstabs here and get some Ichor. We kind of whiffed our Dragon Lunge there super hard, which is pretty bad overall, but that's okay. We'll deal with it as we go. Now, we're gonna just kind of run past this fella and get the backstab, so when they shoot, hopefully we are in iframes. Very good. Good. Oh, and we got hit by the stupid gunners over there, and that is how that trap is supposed to go about luring you in and making you pay for it. So very unfortunate there, but we get a soap for our efforts, and we never ever drop that, and we just hold on to it with all our might, and everything will be peachy keen. Okay, so as we get into the ball here, oops, we don't want to get hit, obviously, and Eva, because she's doing blood crush, she takes care of business oh so fast there. Okay, and we'll go for a backstab into a charge attack, into a whole bunch of extra damage attacks here, and we'll go for an attack here because he'll stagger off of it, and we'll just go ahead and take him out. So yeah, we can absolutely wreck the Boreal brutes with this weapon because we're doing crush and we're doing fire, like tons and tons and tons of fire, and it makes for a really great way to destroy them. And it's a lot of fun too, because they're typically like super duper painful to go against, and this way you kind of take all of the sting out of their attack sets, and because you have extra amount of stagger because you're using a two-handed greatsword or whatever greatsword, you can absolutely take these guys out very quickly, very easily. So nice that we have basically back-to-back missiles here, and I will definitely take it. And for our ice defense here, we're not too horrible off at 100, which is pretty good. You're about, 5/8 of the way to damage reduction, full invincibility, and so that does very well. Okay, and the alternate attack is a lunging forward, which is very nice. Whoops. And you can knock fellas down with it at certain points. Not these guys because they don't stagger too well, but normal folks, you can absolutely wreck them. Okay, good, and we'll take these guys out, get our 5% increase in damage, in fire being added to our weapon, which is oh so very nice. And then just a couple of swings here and we're good to go. So you can see here that we're at 45. Remember, you take the value and you subtract 30, and that's your damage increase. So we're at 45% increase to our damage overall, which is very nice. Good. And that 13,000, just a casual 13,000 damage there, is excellent to take advantage of. And now, if we want to, we can go for a charge booster. Okay, we'll let this guy figure out what he's going to do, and then we can go for a charge attack or a charge drain here, which is very cool that we can also have access to that as well as our charge attacks on our weapons. So it's pretty cool that you can make really nice handy use of both your charge attacks and your charge drains, because typically you can't really make kind of a really good build set because of the two of them. Whoops. Okay, and now we have extra damage because of fire buff. Okay, hang in there, Eva. Oops. Okay. Let's go for a charge attack here. We'll get him staggered. And he typically won't have any problems here with us. Okay, whoops, because we will be able to stagger him over and over, even if he goes for his ice armor. And we'll be able to knock his ice armor off if he even gets that far to put it on. Okay, and maybe one attack here, and that'll give us, there we go. Now we got that extra 10%. Whoops. Okay, good job, Eva. So there we go. Another little bit of extra damage just because of being focused. So the entire setup and kind of persistence of this build is the fact that that you are able to completely dominate over the enemy in your regular attack swings. There's no fancy, amazing anything that's connected with this. It is literally just raw power that you can just smash everything down, and it is a really, really, really feel-good kind of a build, just because of the fact that you're able to, you know, just smash your way through and kind of dominate against everything. Okay, so here versus Nicola, we'll be getting focused quite a bit because we'll be dodging quite a bit, and that pairs in with Valiant Heart and Hasten very, very, very well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get up and running here with Nicola. Let's go for a charge booster. Okay, and we should be on our way, no problem here, as long as the loading times don't take too long, because they do eat up our time on the clock here. Okay. Okay, that was unfortunate there. Whoa. Okay, good, we got focus there. Oh, he hit me. Okay, now we are going to need, yep, our charge attack here. Let's go for another one. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal one, I guess. Okay. Alright. Now we do need some stamina here. Unlike Nicola, who doesn't need any stamina, and he's just going to go to town on us. Ouch. Okay, we do have our extra damage here, so let's go for it. Okay. Good charge attack there. Let's go for another charge attack. Oh, he didn't stagger off of it. Alright, let's back up here a little bit and see what he's going to do. Good job, Eva. And this should go pretty simply here towards the end. Okay, and we still have our 5% fire going. And there goes Nicola. So yeah, it is extra powerful here, just because of all the amount of fire that you're going for, and the flame setup that you have running here is absolutely just crushing. Haha, there we go. I was able to work in a good pun there. It's absolutely dominating over the Ridge of Frozen Souls, absolutely devastating to everything in your path, brutes and all. And now for the final test of just how powerful this build can actually be, we have to head off to a very special place with very special bosses. So I invite you to, you know, if you're not so interested in following the rest of this, that's all we had for the Road to 100. The rest of this is just going to be a proving ground to burn in the dominance of this build set. And we're bringing Eva along just because of Blood Crush. It does very, very well overall in this area. Okay, let's pick this enthralling magazine up. I think that's kind of like an innuendo almost. But yeah, overall, if you do have the DLCs 1 and 3, and yeah, 1 and 3 will make this build very, very, very good. And they absolutely, when you pair them all up and you find the exact right scenario, it makes for some really, really, really powerful setups overall that the enemy really doesn't have any real answer for. Because like the Boreal brutes, they have to be in close, and since they're going to be in close, they you know, they can't really do much because you're constantly staggering them over and over and over and over. Okay, Silent White, here we come. And so it is it's a really, really, really good setup for specifically and only specifically this area, the Ridge of Frozen Souls and Silent White. So keep that in mind, that you know, there's nothing really magical about this for any other kind of areas in the game, and so keep that in mind as you continue your adventures here in Vane. And if you know, are looking for a do-it-all kind of a build, this is not that build. This is a specifically tailored set to one very specific set of enemies and areas and weaknesses and everything. So keep that in mind. Super keep that in mind. Okay, so Eva's probably going to die here, but that is completely fine. because we should be just okay here. Alright, so we'll go for the guy on the right first. Okay. Okay, whoops. Oh, there goes Eva. Okay. And let's head over here for this fella. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. See, these guys just decide to change enemies at any point in time. Okay, we'll just keep launching this guy. Okay, good timing indeed. Okay, this guy's having a really rough time here. Okay, let's go for a charge attack here. And a backstab should put him down for good. Okay, let's go ahead and heal here because of Eva having some problems. Okay, never want to dodge forward through that. You will get hit every single time. Oops. Okay. Okay, you do that and I'll get a free backstab here. Okay, and then we will go right into a charge attack here. Keep our 5% damage up here. Okay. Okay, and we'll go for a charge attack here. There we go. So yeah, absolute dominance asserted on these fellas. Absolutely crazy how powerful you can be with this kind of set, just because of, you know, the amount of crush fire that you can actually put out on the enemy every time that you encounter them, and you have really good defense as well, coming from just, you know, having a frosty barrier with ice armor here. So it's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say these guys might try and come in and blow us up, but nothing overly worrisome there. And as we get into this invasion, we will absolutely be hard pressed on every side here. So we will have to, you know, do some extra wonderful things here. Good. Good. Alright, and we will go for this fella. Oh, come on. The two of them throwing knives and dynamite all at the same time. Very, 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 very cheap. Okay. Good. Dead. Okay, let's go for the wide sweeping strike there is very, very, very powerful. There we go. Excellent. Good, and we'll get a charge attack here at some point. Okay, let's back up here. Let's get some focus. Whoops. Okay. Good. And we got this boy. So let's go for a backstab here, and then probably into a charge attack at some point here. Oh, okay. Yep, good. Oh, okay, Eva, please. Oh, come on. That guy got his attack timed exactly perfect to get me out of the timing of the iframes. So yeah, unfortunate there. But you can see that we're really taking these guys down pretty quickly, all things considered. And the problem is, right, that these guys right here, they resist fire, and but they don't resist hard enough to make it not worth it. Okay, let's go for a charge attack here. Good, and we'll kill that guy, backstab, and then we'll head over there. Oh, Eva's doing just fine, it looks like. That's very, very good. And we'll get up and going on the invasion here again. Good. And where is, I don't see the big boy. There he is. Okay. Good. Crisis averted. Go for a charge attack here. Okay. Now the wide sweeping strikes of this weapon make for a very, very, very good crowd control kind of scenario overall, just because of the fact of how how wide those strikes can actually be. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, come on. Okay, let's jump away from this guy. Good. We're just absolutely slamming everybody here. Okay, out of stamina. Thank you, Eva. Okay. Excellent. Who else do we got? Okay, nobody. Okay, so pretty good overall there as an invasion. Definitely on the lower side of, you know, hurting for Icor here. So we'll go for a couple of backstabs here. But you can see that just because of the fact that we don't have, you know, a whole lot of actual physical damage, we are just stacking to the ceilings with fire. And even though a couple of these enemies do repel and resist fire up to the 20% range, it really doesn't matter for us because we're able to do you know, far above and beyond their actual resistances for fire, and so it makes very good ability overall there. Okay, let's go for a charge attack. Okay. Good. And let's go for fire here. Okay. And let's go for a charge attack because we can. Okay. And let's finish him off with a charge attack here, or charge drain. And see, it's really cool that you can switch between your veil and your weapon itself, which is very not common. It's very uncommon, I should say, that you can switch between your weapon and your veil kind of at will, because typically what happens is that you have to choose, you know, like, well, am I going for charge drains on my veil, or am I going for weapon attacks? And typically when you can make use of every damage set that you have available to you, you're going to have a much better time overall going for, you know, each of the enemies that you come across, just because of the fact that you do have those options that you can switch between, which is very nice. Okay, and let's go for a charge booster and a drain activator, just so we can kind of switch between our veils and our weapons. Oh, okay. Not fast enough there. Unfortunate. Okay, we're almost focused. There we go. Go for the extra damage on our launch attacks here, which is very nice. And the poor boy, you know, has a real hard time with launch attacks and everything, because he really doesn't know what to do with them. We'll go for a charge here. Okay, we got to get over there because he's going to get his ice armor, so we'll go for a charge attack here. Unfortunate there. Hang in there, Eva. Okay, we got rid of his shield. Whoops. Alright. Ouch. Yeah, I realized that, Eva. There we go. And a Dragon Lunge. Man, Dragon Lunge is such a powerful move overall, and it's a very good move when you're paired up with Eva and you have the gift accelerators to make it, you know, super worth it. Okay, so there we go. We got another Boreal Brute taken care of. Jupiter's Blade is over there. Highly recommend picking it up.
Enemy under us.
Okay, and that's fine if they're under us or over us. Get a little bit of focus there as we move on to the last fella in here before we get into Nicola number 2, which will be nice to go for sure. Okay, let's go for a couple of drain activators and things here, just to make sure that we have everything we need. Good, we got the backstab, so Crazy Ball here doesn't take us out. Okay. Okay, good. And let's go for a charge. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go for a charge. There we go. Okay, nice. So awesome kind of a build set here that you can go for drains, get some of that Icor back, and or your weapon attacks. So it's really, really nice that you have multiple ways that you can get Ichor back, because typically you're either relying on your weapon, your gifts, or your veil, one or the other, instead of having both accessible to you. It really, really helps speed things up along the way. Okay, so let's go for these, and let's head in here. Okay, and let's go for a charge. Okay, let's go for a charge attack. Good. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go for a charge. Nice. Head out there, Eva. Okay. Good. And then we'll go for a dragon lunge. And then we'll go for another charge attack here. Okay, we are just stacking it up on him. Let's go for a drain. Ouch. Okay, now we do have that 10% extra. Okay. And let's keep focus here so we can, oh whoops, get the extra damage. Nice. We dodged around each other. And let's go for another charge attack here. Okay, awesome. So absolutely dominating up here in Nicola's business, and it's kind of unfortunate for him and for his entire area of the Ridge of Frozen Souls and the Silent White area here. So yeah, if you're going for the Wrathful Balmung and you're running through either of the ice areas here or in the main campaign, and it's your second or third playthrough or something like that, I highly recommend going for something like this. Obviously, it's DLC 1 for the weapon and the veil, and DLC 3 for the gifts and the code here, and most of this though is standard stock, but it does require this set of weapons here in order to make it all work. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this power build and how we can run over basically the Boreal Brutes, which are one of the hardest, if not the hardest enemy in the game, regular enemy to go up against, because they are very quick. They do a huge amount of damage. They have crazy armor. They have kind of two phases. Most enemies don't, and they're just absolutely crazy. But this makes very short work of them, and in fact, why don't we go fight the duo again, just for fun, because you never really get to a point where you can have too much damage on these fellas, and it makes for a really enjoyable experience overall when you are going up against these two. Okay, doggo. And on this note, I leave you guys today with just the sheer enjoyment of the fact that we do have the ability to get the upper hand basically whenever we want versus these fellas, and you don't have to fear them in any way, shape, or form. Okay, let's go for the guy on the right. Okay. Whoops. Okay, let's go for a charge attack here. Okay. And we could get focused here, which we probably should. Okay, let's launch this fella. Whoa. Okay, he just happened to super hit us there at the exact wrong time. Eva, hang in there. Okay. Oh boy, here comes Mr. Crazy. Okay. Whoa. Yep. Okay, let's go for focus here. Ouch. Eva. Thanks. Whoops. A swing and a miss. Okay. Oh. these guys. See, this is what typically happens. Dominance was not asserted here on on these guys. They just would not cooperate, and this is where they typically drive you nuts in the death loop run back, right? And you just, and because this area specifically is dominated by the fact that you need keys from these areas to actually progress into the boss arena, you know, these guys can absolutely be a super brick wall for you if you are not careful. And so taking kind of the sting out of everything that they have to offer you is very, 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 very nice. Okay, so as we get up and running here again, let's try and have a little bit better outcome here. I just, when I get to a point where we can actually fight these guys simply and easily, it makes for a much better experience. Okay. Eva, please don't die over there. What's he doing? Okay. We'll go ahead and stay up here. Yeah, see, he switched, yep, he switched enemies. Okay. Oh, come on. Ugh, we missed the backstab. Man, what is that guy throwing it at? He was throwing it at the wall. And see, this is where they become extra difficult, is just the fact that they can switch enemies or switch targets at any point in time during the attack. And then when they switch attacks, we got super lucky in the first run because they did not switch attacks and they went all for solo attacks on each other. And so it was kind of surreal almost that we didn't get any of the switching attacks, because as soon as they start switching attacks and you can't see them, one-on-one you can absolutely dominate, as you've seen, but as soon as it's two-on-one, you don't really, and you're not getting iframes of backstabs, it becomes exceptionally difficult. And so that is what we are trying to alleviate here. Okay. Okay. Hang in there, Eva. See, and we missed the backstab again, so we paid for it. Okay, and we're staggered over and over and over. Missed the backstab again. Missed the backstab again. Missed the backstab again. So we'll just go for the launch here, since this guy won't humor us at all. Okay. Good. Yeah, that guy is dancing around. Oh, that was a mistake there. We had our damage buffered. Oh. Okay. These guys are just absolutely going crazy here. Missing the backstabs here is killing us. So we'll go ahead and just kill this guy with a launch. Eva, hang in there. Okay, let's try for a launch. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Okay, very nice. Man, we just can't get the backstab this time. There we go, finally. Okay, now this will superiorly help us maintain the upper hand, because as you can see there, we can get charge attacks, we can do some serious damage overall. There we go. Okay, so that was a much better run there. And on that note, I leave you guys here in the road to 100. We'll see you tomorrow, and thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. We'll see you then.